Going live. Ready? Go.
Welcome everyone to our monthly open mic coming to you virtually on YouTube Live. My name is Archangel and I will be your MC for today, along with my co-host MC Basilio. But before we begin, I just want to say that we have some amazing, gifted, talented people here with us today. And they're ready to bring the fire and give their all. Also, just in case you're wondering who are we? Well, let me tell you. United Artists for Social Change is a club where we express ourselves through the arts. Can be through dance, singing, rap, poetry, your art, even a spoken word. These are ways on how we try to change our social inequalities through dialogue, artistic expressions, and practice. Not only does this club allow us to express our own uniqueness, but we also get to know ourselves even better and break down what oppresses us. Also, we have some current theater art students that are joining in with the voices, and we just want to welcome them with open arms and say thank you. Thank you so much for joining us. Before I begin, I just want to share a quote. And it says, "Life is a climb, but the view is great." Let me say that again. It says, "Life is a climb, but the view is great." And this quote is by Miley Cyrus. So let's begin. So our first performer of the night, her name is Desiree, and she'll be coming to you with a poem. I hope you guys enjoy.
Good evening, my name is Desiree, and this piece is called Integration. To medicate or not to medicate? My guru tells me that I need to integrate. Integration is key, she shares with me, as if it were all done so easily. See, for 34 years, this word has evaded me, a constant reminder of the fractures within, needing glue and plaster and staples and pins. The fracture and pieces and parts of myself scattered on floors, hanging on shelves, memories that haunt and seduce, seasons of glory and whispers of abuse. The stories I've lived and the persons I've been, the awards, the achievements, the failures, the sins, none of it matters if deep down and within I cannot gather and exist peacefully in this skin. Integration. My mentor tells me I won't find it in a medication. It's not some elusive destination, it's the journey and the dedication to prove that you can be whole, that you can gather together what entropy stole. Wife, mother, sinner, lover, faith, doubt, whispers, shouts, teacher, student, child, friend, clinging to stories to which there's no end, kind, cruel, careful, clever, wanting it all but waiting forever, longing for silence but relishing sound, all of the sharp edges, but everything round. Integration. It has to be more than a reconciliation. It's honoring the separation that occurred from fragmentation when voices of past, whether real or hallucination, convinced you that you were not worthy. My grandmother reminds me that even the blind can still see. See, I am beginning to see these perceptively separate parts of me are nothing more than forgotten words to the same song. Melody messy, but the notes are not wrong. Maybe it's about accepting space between what you feel and what you know, even when all of the ugliness shows. If I medicate, will I fail to appreciate the side effects of the disease? Can I do this with ease? Will it be messy like before, broken plot lines on the floor? Can I find comfort in the dis-ease? Yes. And if I hesitate, integration is still an inevitability. I can cultivate the cure, and I can be the whole story of me. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Desiree, for that beautiful poem called Immigration. Wow, I felt every word that she was saying. That poem really spoke to me. And I'm pretty sure it spoke to you all as well. Thank you once again, it was beautiful. So as we continue to move on, our next performer of the night, his name is Basilio Hernandez, and he is coming to you with a poem. Enjoy.
Sorry, technical difficulties. Okay, how are you? Wow, that was just amazing. I am going to read a poem, actually two quick poems, and they're not even poems, they're just philosophy out loud in an artistic manner. So here it goes. The first one is called God-Freed Rat Screech. Why is it that when we are in a hurry, life moves slow, like in traffic, to work? And when we think we have all the time in the world, it moves so fast, like having a good time. Think about it. When you got somewhere else to be, time drags. When you're right where you need to, it does not exist. This funny man-made thing called time. I've had vacations where I had nothing to do but look at the sky and rest the mind. But it seemed like if time was running faster than ever, gone before I knew I was there. And I've had moments where I'm in a hurry, hungry, waiting for my breakfast sandwich to come out of the microwave. And that minute to heat it up seems like a lifetime. The average human in this generation lives up to be 79 years. These 28,835 days translates to 41,522,400 minutes. In a single holy minute, 60 of these glorious seconds, 0.0000024083339% of a lifetime. The average human can ponder about the shortness and preciousness of life, have a few hugely miniature existential epiphanies as we watch breakfast sandwiches spin on our crystal grease-stained microwave's plate. Feel your bare feet on the cool tile kitchen floor. Acknowledge the morning through a fogged window, hopeful and hopeless. Enjoy a good fart. Pour 2 cups of orange juice, take 18 breaths, blink 15 times, look at their hands and have your blood circulate through your 100,000 miles of blood vessels from and back to the heart. Think about it. What we do with all these little infinities that we call minutes is what makes life so interesting, so juicy, so worth it. Being present in these infinite minutes is how we change ourselves and those around us into better people that understand the world better, seeing each other for what we are now, holy, infinite spirits, unable to be quantified, simply loud heartbeats in space. And the second poem is titled, This Is Not How It Is. And it's influenced by just this conception that we all think that this is just how life is supposed to be, and this is reality, right? People say that, no, that's just reality. And this is just a response to this. It goes like this. Even onions can no longer make me cry. I've learned to squint my eyes just right and make beauty of the abstract concepts of peace and love that have been peeling back. My layers built upon lies that hide the inner light I at the core. This is not reality. This is not how it's supposed to be. This is not just life. It is only what we continue to allow and passively accept as true. The truth is you and what you feel. You and your heart, mind are real. Use them to liberate, to unlearn prescriptions given by the unhealthy doctors, and love to heal. Set your intentions daily, my family. See, lovely poetry ain't about simply proper prose or fancy stanzas or lines that rhyme. It's about what is said, what really sticks to paper, what really hits the collective memory's soul's bullseye with a bleeding pen, and can cry together. Never take things as unchangeable. Go to school to be happy, work to be happy. Never stop not changing. Be real. Our world is made up from the outcomes brought by actions taken upon ideas and words that shape our reality. And it's happening all the time. Again, the world as we know it is the result of actions taken upon ideas and words. And it's always happening. This is what makes our reality. This is what makes up the now. Our socio-politically, physical reality is the sum of the generational decisions taken by people. But we have the same power. I say we, have the power to help create the now, to speak ideas and words and recreate it, take actions to make reality lovely and caring, passionate and true. Never take the world as, this is the reality. Because we know reality is made up every day. Make some. Let's learn to say, this is the reality for now, or this is how it is at the moment, but we can definitely change it, and we will. We must not hand down these boxes of confusional paralysis and prisons of simple, this is how it is to our generation's children. Let's hand them up freedom as we ourselves continue to liberate ourselves daily. Thank you.
Wow, thank you, Basilia, for such insight. That was amazing and very intriguing, if I must say. Thank you again. Thank you so much. Well, let's move on to our third performer of the night, and her name is Kim, and she'll be coming to you with a song.
Good evening, everybody. I hope everyone's enjoying their start to their weekend, and I wanted to share a song that I love. I've loved it for years, and you probably do too. So right now I'm going to sing Imagine, originally by John Lennon, but hopefully if I can pull it off, because my throat is kind of bothering me too. Yeah, we can sing together. Okay, so. Imagine there's no heaven. It's easy if you try. No hell below us. Above us only sky. Imagine all the people living for today. Imagine there's no country. It isn't hard to do. Nothing to kill or die for. And no religion too. Imagine all the people living life in peace. You may say I'm a dreamer. I hope I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us and the world can lay as one. Imagine no possessions. I wonder if you can. No need for greed or hunger. A brotherhood of man. Oh, imagine all the people sharing all the world. You may say I'm a dreamer, and I hope I'm not the only one. Oh, I hope someday we will join together and the world can live as one. See you later.
Wow. Wow. Imagine, right? Imagine. We're idealists here. Thank you for that. Kim, that's like I feel like that should be our anthem, right? Thank you so much. And now, everyone, here we go on to the next part. And I will be introducing our special guests, as Archangel mentioned earlier tonight, from the Intercultural and Women's Theater course at AVC, and actually taught by our very own Professor Carla Corona. In the style of Anna Deavere Smith's The docudrama monologues come from verbatim interviews recorded on various topics. This semester, the following theater art students chose themes of online learning or the COVID-19 pandemic, as their focus. The process began with students interviewing someone for a 10-minute audio recording and were then asked to edit the transcription into a 3-minute monologue. Students have not altered any of the original interview for the performance. Performing the monologues in order of appearance are Alasia Alexander, Janine Tardif, and Winter Pooley. Please enjoy.
Hi, my monologue is called Vulnerable. Overall, COVID-19 is a very scary thing. It's the unknown, and it makes you scared for your life that something like this can happen and make you feel so vulnerable. And I think the CDC did what they could do. At the time, we were afraid, we didn't know what to do because there is no cure, and it makes you afraid to go out in the world. But we have to supply our families with the things that we need. We have to go out and just hope that we don't bring it home, because people are not being careful. They're not wearing their masks. They're not washing their hands. They're purposely coughing and spitting and just doing things that's not cool. They're not taking it serious. We just have to be careful and pay more attention. It definitely opens your eyes up to watch more and be very vigilant about the people around you. That's for sure. But it did make me love my family more. I was able to listen a little better. We laughed, paint, cook, we colored. I even bought us a pool this summer. I think we learned a lot about each other, more than we did when we were just living, our regular lives. I don't think the economy is gonna recover for a while after this. A lot of businesses they weren't able to sustain this thing, I think people are gonna find new trades and new ways of making money. But, I don't think it'll be the same. They're losing hope. Some people are depressed, angry, hopeless. It changed people's whole perspective of how you're gonna live for your life from this point on. But hopefully we'll get some new ones out of it. Hopefully we will. We just have to wait and see what happens. But I really don't think it's gonna recover the way that it's supposed to. At least not so quickly for a while, But if people stay strong enough, it's something that can be done, and it's something that's gonna look and feel different afterwards. Thank you.
This is Just Suck It Up. Just suck it up. Oh, hello. My name is Jasmine. I'm an AVC student. Personally, being a college student and going through this transition to online, it's been very, very difficult. Education is very important to prepare for, university, everything. The schools are helping. Stuff like electronic computers, they send out emails like that. The school's providing, they did really, really good. But to be very honest, the problems with the internet, think about it. It's really more like, do you want to sit at home at a computer all the time? You can't hear someone. It freezes. Frustrated stuff, lack of motivation. It happened. Being in the classroom, just a different environment, getting to talk to people. It's not the same thing as talking to your peers on a computer screen or via Canvas or on Zoom. I just feel like when I have assignments, like, do I push them on? Can I finish it later? That feeling. When you're at school and they give you homework, you have to turn it in when you're in class. Okay, obviously I would like how it was before. Now, some people work online. They love this technology stuff. It's going to be the new next thing. Think about it. someone in mind to finish, they will do whatever it takes. You gotta suck it up. You gotta do what you gotta do. It affected me a lot. It honestly did. Not used to this. I can't. Ugh. Ugh. Job. I'm thinking about do your homework, work late. So it's like, bouncing all of that on time, on top of each other, just like, it's part of life. But at the end of the day, some get stressed, others overwhelmed. Very, very stressful. Other than that, I'm pretty sure that everything is good now. I'm just gonna adapt. Very, very hard at the beginning. It was really, really, really crazy stuff. But like I said before, you just gotta suck it up. Do what you gotta do. This is it. Now that's just my opinion, everybody. Yeah, that's just how I feel about that. Thank you.
This is the part I think everyone needs. My school has been doing online learning since the beginning of August. I do not feel that we are learning the same as we would in person. Personally, I think I've been doing much better. It's very hard to move from a place where you know you have to work to going to have to work out of your place of comfort. It's our environment where we are comfortable and feel safe. So that can be a challenge. While being home, you have your family around with you, and that just adds more responsibility. I don't think my family has had to adjust too much. They just really go downstairs and give me what I need. So I don't think my family has had to make too many sacrifices or just too much. I miss seeing people. I'm a big people person, and I didn't realize, and I've said it over and over, that the short little greetings, hellos and goodbyes in the hallways, or, from when you're going from class to class, I didn't realize how meaningful those were. So the idea of online learning becoming a normal thing, it's not my normal. I wouldn't want that to be my normal without being able to socialize freely and actually having to be like, oh, I need to plan to do this. I need to plan to talk to people. Like, that's difficult. I don't like the idea. But academic wise, I think I am able to manage my time. It's the big part is the social part that gets to me. That's the part that really is harmful to my mental health. It's not being able to talk to people whenever I want, when I become very lonely, and it's not the best. I think that it goes hand in hand. There are positives and negatives to it. So that isn't a part that plays into my mental health, but it's just the part of socializing that really deteriorates it. That's the part I think everyone needs to participate with each other or interact with each other. And while that may be hard, I think it's about the interacting form of it rather than the studying part. Thank you.
Wow, I just want to say thank you to the docudrama. You guys did a wonderful job, explaining this whole COVID situation, because we are in a time where people are going through. We are in a time where we have to be online, and just not being on campus. It could be depressing sometimes, not being able to see your peers and your friends and your professors, in that personal space. So I just love that, wow, that was as powerful to me, and yes, I know for a fact that it's not going to be the same, even when they decide to bring this vaccine out, it's not going to be the same, but we will continue to get through this together. So I just want to say thank you again to the docudrama. And next, we are moving on to our next performer, and her name is Destiny Mo, coming to you with poetry. Enjoy, everyone.
Hi, everyone. My name is Destiny. I have two poems that I'm going to share with you. They're very personal and they are part of a bunch of poems that I've written. So I hope you enjoy them. The first one is called Found. Shuttered spirits and burnt souls, cold springs, warmer falls. New life becomes old and old is new. My insides unfold with stories untold. Climb the hills that turn to walls. Swim the lakes that turns to sand. When money becomes blood, when man becomes animal. Found in the shadows, the humble soul emerges. My second one is it's a little bit more personal from a childhood, and it expresses a little girl growing up and what she's reflecting on. And so I hope you enjoy this one as well. It's called Memories. No one wants to remember. No one wants to feel. I'm not happy with these memories. My memories trap me in this endless movie loop of emotions that takes me as its prisoner. I'm drowning, yet I'm still breathing. Some days these memories make me want to die. I wish I could bleach my brain from these black stains. Where are they? Where are my white memories? Someone burnt them. She sees them. She is happy. I wish I could be her, happy and unaware, me and my memories. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Destiny. That was powerful. Both of them. I love both of your poems. Something about poetry, it definitely speaks to people, especially the way you express yourself when you're reading it. So I just want to say thank you again, Destiny, for those two beautiful poems. Thank you so much. It was wonderful. Well, on to our next performer. Coming to you with a rap, I believe, song. His name is Brandon Rozan. I hope you guys enjoy.
I'm sitting in my room, contemplating life, worrying about who I want to be and what I want to see. Do I ever dream and will it be for me? There's no guarantee, but for the sake of me, this is gonna be my life. Yeah, I will look back knowing that I came in strong. I will think back to when I was all alone. Always wondering if I'm ever gonna be somebody. That type of kid with no confidence, stuck with somewhere that ambience going up and stuff, dominance flow. Popping and rocking, never stopping or dropping to the end of mocking the demons in my soul. Telling me to rap and sit back in the truth shall unfold. Oh goddamn, it feels so good to write a rap song. Never planned to take my time with something so strong. I read the stand Stephen King, you put me in my zone. I've really grown in the brain, it's got a nice tone. Starting to see certain things that never made sense. I will become everything, not in the right sense. So now I'm going down and around in the boulevard, letting everything come to me in true regards. Wait, now we popping. I said now we popping. I said stop, dropping and pop. You gon' race straight to the top. They're feeling me, just being me is what I see. As soon to be that mic in front of me, not to the side. Speak to all my favorite vibes. Keeping it going, never lose that vibe. It's long, so keep on trying. Don't start something if you just gonna quit. Gotta keep going, don't think that hit. Only thing gain from being on whip is negative vibes. Repeat that miss. Don't that suck me, try hard and must get up and keep on guard. All the way to who you are is where you feel the best part. Get it? Okay, now back now, I'm done. Yeah, with all this fun. Hey, I don't wanna rhyme, I just wanna make time. Mix them together, make a rap and give it time. I promise you everything will be just fine. Till the natural disaster hit over here causing this. Left, right, woo-hoo, up, down, no, boo. When your bed shaking and head shaking, what's there to do? Lean back, get comfy, not much you're gonna do. Close your eyes and just trust me, this part is just for you. I wanna make sure my first one is my blessed one. Rewind time, then come to mind with some Einstein. Combine mind time, what's that my style? No denial, only child, wait, no, so don't go. It's gonna really show. I'll come back tomorrow. I will come back. I said I will come back. Come back tomorrow. Developing my voice, don't we all have a choice? Think twice before you leave class and keep respect. Don't smoke for fun, drinking not for long. Tell my earth is not forever, so come along. Feel good, cause I eat good. Self-discipline, not trending. Always motivating, no more contemplating. Meditation is key to dedication, yeah. Thank you. That's it.
Wow, thank you, Brandon. That was awesome. I was over here jamming, like, woo! Wow, thank you so much. You did. You surely brought the fire. Thank you so much. Cause I was hyped. Okay, so moving on to our next performer, and his name is Devin Rayford, and he is coming to you with a poem. Hope you guys enjoy.
Hi. Hello. I'm Devin. Thank you for the introduction, Archangel. And I just have to say, so far, this show has been off the chain. Everybody's really bringing it. I hope I can keep the momentum going. You guys might know, usually I sing a song, but I decided to switch it up. I've written probably more poems in 2020 than I have like combined in all my almost 40 years before that. I've never been that confident about writing poems, but I don't know, something about this quarantine. I'm actually liking what I'm writing. So we had a workshop last week where we were presented with the question, if I were president. And I will admit, when I first started writing, I didn't hear the question, and it kind of morphs into it. And then I heard it. So here is what I came out with when prompted with that question. What do I feel? Sometimes I really don't know. I know I'm feeling something and desperately want to grow. I want better for me, and I want better for you, but those are things that I fear may never come true. People tell me, yo, Dev knows what's up, but often Dev thinks that he's had enough. Enough marching, enough crying, enough with the crazy people believing those that are for sure lying. I can't really blame those who have stopped trying. We have a president who's lost, he's still denying. But what if he's telling the truth? What if something weird really did go down in that election booth? What will we say? What will we do if he actually makes it through? Will it be 4 more years of protesting? Will it be 4 more years of me being mad while those that look down on me are blissful and glad? Will those Confederate flags go back up? You know, the ones that were replaced with vote for Trump. They try to tell me that he has a good heart, but I keep thinking about the wall and families being torn apart. That wall is something I never want to see. For me, it's just an undercover statement of white supremacy. It's not about race, it's about law and order. But then tell me why we only want that wall on the brown border. That border that is down south. Millions of people desperately trying to get out, trying to escape oppression, only to be locked in a cage in the land of the free and the home of the brave. Many people wouldn't come here if they knew this real place. All men are created equal is a lie told directly to my face. They say we are all the same under the law, but those are the things I never saw. Brown man gets 20 while others get probation. If we told that story worldwide, I'm sure most would pick a more desirable location. But the thing that should really make you go boo-hoo is that if I was president, this poem would still be true. Thank you.
Awesome. Wow, Devin, thank you so much for that beautiful poem. It was really deep. Wow. You really came through with the poem. You sure did. I loved it. I really did like the poem. Wow. Okay, moving on to our next performer. We are going to have Andrea Ochoa, and she will be bringing you a poem.
The year is 2020. Start of a new decade, but no one could anticipate the mess it made. How we almost had a third world war, but we hadn't come that close before. Well, glad that's over. Now on with the year. Oh, what's that? COVID-19. Is it something to fear? One day I am holding my partner so close, and now I'm morose, a quarantine imposed. Man, this blows. Okay, I'll learn to bake some bread. I'll put some skills and knowledge in my head. Maybe I'll come to appreciate all I have and miss. It'll be a clean slate. Oh, look, a picture of my niece and nephew. Look how big they are. It's the last time I hugged them. Maybe I can. No, I need to stay far. I miss my family and my friends through these ups and downs, but it's better to keep them safe. So when it's better, we'll all be around. So yeah, those wildfires in Australia are gone, but there's smoke here and the California sun is gone. Murder hornets came and went, and a fly had to stay on the head of Mike Pence. Assault rifles on the Capitol building? Okay, yeah, enough with your whinging, just wear your dang mask. It's not too much to ask. It's not an impossible task. It's just a piece of cloth, this mask. Okay, it couldn't get any worse. Exactly. Though senators sold stocks before Corona to line their pockets and their purse. And Governor... Luna, por favor. I know you're upset. I'm upset too. Hospital workers are sick and out of PPE since the government debilitated the CDC. Police brutality is out of hand, and media and cops twist peaceful protest into riots like rioting washed away in the sand. And immigrantes have been kicked off of this land. What will history make of this? How will history understand? The administration placed Barrett in the place of RBG, rest in peace, but they made Obama wait a year. Will the hypocrisy ever cease? It's an election year, and we have a voice. Maybe we can show we've made our choice. Man, those who didn't much care before for politics rose up in record numbers to make the clock of change tick, 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 the time of injustice running out. Hey, Nevada, are you almost done with that vote count? All this and more is happening with folks on unemployment. All this and more is happening when some folks can't make the rent. Students and teachers and professors, they're home an extension of the classroom, and my eyes and brain hurt from all this time we spend on Zoom. Even if some days we sink into despair and can't remember the last time we brushed our hair, I can look up and within and know that God is there. So give up hope? Nah, no, I wouldn't dare. So, hats off to year 2020. Lessons learned, my lessons many. Through adversity, we will rise. We will rise, no compromise. Thank you.
Thank you, Andrea. That was cool, actually. It was really cool because I love the fact that you used like props for your poem, which made it, stand out from everybody else's. So I just want to thank you for that. Thank you so much. Well, on to our next performer, and her name is Rosie Flores, and she will be coming to you with visual art.
Rosie, you're muted. Can you unmute yourself?
All right. Okay. The reason why I started painting because I have mental problems, and my daughter, she's the first one that told me, "Hey, mom, won't you start painting? Maybe that will help you calm my anxiety." So I did, and she thought that it did help me. So actually, instead of getting my teacher degree, I got into painting. So actually, what I paint is what I see, what I feel, and normally, like my first picture, let me see if you can see, it's like pointing to the mountain and to the beach, like something peaceful and calm, because with all this exams and all that, it's very so hard. So normally when I finish, I start painting, and this is what I saw in me. I have learned so much through the years. This is the other one. This one is black and white and gray. This was kind of hard for me. So actually, I took my time, and actually this was like an elephant. So actually I have to like recorrect it again. I am working on at this moment. It is Scotland Castle, and I haven't quite finished that yet. So normally it will take me time, but I would like to share. This is the most awesome one, and this is what I felt. It says, "My dreams, sus sueños" in Spanish, and it's a butterfly, and also it represents the dreamers. Actually, I did that. I did this today actually, because I was outside, and I was thinking, what should I do? So actually, I did this, and it came into my mind that a butterfly that normally it brings us sometimes good luck, and also it represents so much freedom. Well, so many things that comes into mind, but this is how I go through with all this things are going on in life at this moment. Yes, it is difficult, but like everyone said, it's better to be safe and just wait patiently. So may God bless you, and hope you have a great holiday. Thank you.
Wow, Rosie, thank you so much. I love looking at that art and your explanation of them. Art and painting is definitely a therapy. and you know how you're just the socio-political atmosphere around you is also displayed through it. You know, that dreamer one. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Up next, I have the privilege and honor to introduce our very own host and MC, Archangel Apolonio, and she will be singing the song Ocean. Please enjoy.
Hello, everyone. Actually, I won't be singing the song Oceans today. I actually decided to choose a different song. It's called Waymaker. I'm going, in that gospel route this time, just to give you guys a feel of gospel. I'm the type of person that loves gospel. I just love, Christian music because it's so inspiring and so uplifting, especially when you're going through things in life, especially during this time, we need it, during this time of going through, of having to just stay home and going through this whole pandemic, you need some encouragement. We all do need some encouragement. So with this song, I hope you guys, get inspired, feel encouraged. And yeah, so let me start the song. I hope it's not too loud. You guys can hear it. I love this song. You are here, turn lives around. I worship you, I worship you. You are here, mending every heart. I worship you, I worship you. You are here, turn lives around. I worship you, I worship you. You are here, mending every heart. I worship you, I worship you. Everybody says, Waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness. My God, that is who you are. Yeah, Waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness. My God, that is who you are. You are here, turning lives around. I worship you, I worship you. You are here, mending every heart. I worship you, I worship you. Here, turning lives around. I worship you, I worship you. You are here, mending every heart. I worship you, I worship you. Waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness. My God, that is who you are. Waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness. My God, that is who you are. There in the broken heart, you're the answer to it all. Jesus, bring away your tears, You mend the broken heart. You're the answer to it all. Jesus, hey, waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness. My God, that is who you are. Waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness. My God, that is who you are. Thank you.
Tonight, I'll be eating a falafel.
Wow, Archangel. I just love the way you move with the music and you really feel it. And just thank you for gracing us with such a beautiful song. Man. And now we have the next part of our show, of our open mic, and I will be introducing additional special guests from the Intercultural and Women's Theater course at ABC. You will be seeing a short piece of theater called The Acto. The Acto is a style of theater created by El Teatro Campesino's founder, Luis Valdez. The Acto has the goals of creating social action, satirizing the opposition, and illuminating specific facts of societal problems. Some theatrical conventions used are farce, comedy, archetypes, and signs. The following acto that you will be seeing is titled Classes Clash, written and performed by Tashnia Khan, Liana Mosman, and Zachary Postel. Please enjoy.
Attention, dangerous virus COVID-19 wreaks havoc on Wuhan, China. Caution, travel regulations to China advised.
Guess I won't be able to attend the tea party in China this year. Bummer. I was really looking forward to it.
God, I hope it doesn't hit the US like SARS. That was bad enough. Attention, first 10 cases of COVID-19 hit the US. No traveling to China is permitted. Wash your hands and use disinfectants.
That's not a big deal. I can charter a plane or ask my old friend Donnie for a flight. How bad could this actually be? Let me get myself on the line. Hello, Susie. Go get me everything I need. I'm not about to go run around right now.
After work, I'll go straight to the store and get what my family needs. I hope it doesn't hit the economy too bad. Breaking news, all non-essentials in schools are closed. Dr. Fauci advises self-quarantining and wearing a mask.
It won't hurt to cut off a few employees. Susie, go get me Lower Louie.
Did you call for me, ma'am?
Yes, Lewis. As you can see, the virus is out of control. I'm sorry, but I will have to let you go.
It's Louis. Ma'am, please reconsider your decision. The virus is causing the unemployment rate to skyrocket.
Sorry, it's out of my hands. Go, relax, have a good day. Well, that's put a couple dollars in my wallet. Susie, prepare my yacht. I guess I'm gonna have to self-quarantine, but who says I can't do it in the Bahamas?
Meanwhile, how am I supposed to provide for my family now? I know, the government. They always help people in need. Attention, as a result of coronavirus, 14.7% of the American population is unemployed, which is 10% above the national average of Q1 2020. Lower Louis returns to the government for help. Hi, I've recently lost my job. I applied for unemployment back in 2008 during the recession, but never received any aid. Is there any help I can get at all?
$6,000 for a stimulus check. Take it or leave it.
Can you please do anything else? I'm the main source of income in my family.
Listen, this is all that I can do. Now, as you can see, I'm very busy.
I understand.
Sheesh, people think I'm the government or something. Oh, wait, I am. Oh, Rachel, pal, what brings you here?
That Susie's good for nothing. Anyways, I'm planning to quarantine, but my taxes seem a bit high. $2 million? Please understand, Martha, my dear. My daughter has been wanting that new Lamborghini.
Rach, please, I've heard enough. How does $750 sound? After all, dear little Nancy is a growing girl.
Martha, dear, you truly are the best.
I know I am. Now, as you can see, I'm too busy coming up with what this thing does.
So am I. I've been trying to figure out what to write. How does "Stay Strong, America, we're all in this together"? How does that sound?
Perfect, darling, perfect.
2 months later. God, I feel sick. I should go to the hospital.
Susie, get me a cab. I'm going to the hospital.
Meanwhile, in the government office, Lower Louis picks up the phone. Ring, 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 ring.
Hello?
Hi, I tested positive for corona. As a result of losing my job, I no longer have any insurance. Is there anything I can do to get covered?
20-minute consultation and some ibuprofen. Take it or leave it.
You know what? Forget about it.
Yeesh, all people do is complain.
Ring, 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 ring.
My, am I busy today? Hello?
Well, hello to you too.
Sorry, Rach. As you can see, people are very needy today.
Martha, dear, I've tested positive for COVID.
Rach, stay in your mansion. I'm chartering a plane to take you to Johns Hopkins. You'll be treated by the best.
Oh, thank you, darling.
2 weeks later. Since I've gotten better and no longer have a job, I should look into starting my own small business. I've always loved home improvement. I can see it now. Louis' Home Improvement. Meanwhile.
What do you mean tax fraud? Susie, get Martha on the phone. This has to be a joke.
Ring, 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 ring.
Hello?
Why am I getting arrested for tax fraud?
How would I know?
Martha, help me.
2 weeks in jail. Take it or leave it.
Why me? Why does everything happen to me? Susie, this is probably your fault. Set a bill. I don't care what it costs. Just do it.
I've finally done it. Isn't it beautiful? Louis' Home Improvement. I could finally breathe easy. I have the financial support I need and can provide for the community that gave me a chance.
As for me, the government, what the hell are they gonna do?
Martha Govern and Rachel Rich continued to hold their wealth status, positioned as the top 1%, and weren't fazed by COVID-19. However, Lower Louis soon closed his store, which led to him and his family being forced onto the streets.
Okay, that was okay. I love the acting between all three of them. It ran smooth. It ran smoothly. I love that. Thank you. Thank you to the actors for that, that beautiful performance. Next, we will be moving on to Kim, and she'll be coming back to you guys with a poem. So I hope you guys enjoy.
Hi, everybody. I'm back. Usually I do poetry too, but I usually do things a little political or, touching a feeling that's usually negative, but I'm going to brighten your day with two things, hopefully, that you'll possibly like. So here we go. Called Just One Day. Just one day, one of these days, just one single day, I say I will have my way. I will hold your hand as we walk in the shade, effortlessly and unafraid. Maybe one day, walk gently as blossoms of spring fall at our feet. Just one day, just you and me. Our toes making imprints in the sand, remnants of the ocean flowing softly from where our feet land. The breeze flows through our hair like it answers our desires at our command. Please don't let go of my hand. Let us traipse across the land together. Let it be today. That's the first one. And give me 1 second because I wrote these down. Sorry, you might hear kid noise in the background. Okay. Oh, there it is. Sorry, guys. All right. The next one is called Muse. And here we go. I want to be your muse. I want to be the reason you use your hands to create, moving them in the essence of my body. Form your clay. Speak to me softly. Use your brush to let me know exactly what you feel. I want to wake you up with ideas for me in your head, molded by your heart. Unleash the madness that keeps you up for days and use me to give your emotion to the world. Etch me skillfully with perfection, every curve and every direction. I want you to be inspired. Show me your infection. Done.
Thank you, Kim, for that beautiful poem. I loved it so much. I just love poetry in general. I really do. I just love poetry in general. But as I'm about to move forward, I will be introducing Adrian De La Harden, and he'll be bringing you a spoken word. Hope you guys enjoy.
Hello. This is a quick little thing that I wrote quite a while ago. It was when I first started college at AVC. And it's just kind of a little, I called it a written portrait or a written landscape. So here it is. The trees make gentle gestures of salutations in the wind as the birds and squirrels scavenge and scurry about at their feet. People stroll by in intermittent patterns, sometimes in pairs, sometimes in packs, some alone as they tug on the straps of their bags or backpacks, or balance a stack of books and papers in their arms. Along the paths they travel stand stout lampposts, each one a pedestal, alumni of the past looking down on passers-by with encouragement and promise. In time, students replace the scavenging critters, sitting at the roots of the tree, and vice versa as the sun makes its trip through the sky. All throughout, the music of conversation plays, the jazz of laughter, the blues of stress and worry, the classical studying, the pop, gossip, and romance, the rock and roll of excitement and enthusiasm. Even the wind contributes its whistling, the trees their shaking, and the birds their tweeting to the performance, while below, people mimic them with tweets in 140 characters or less. And that's it. Just sort of a time long past at this point. Thank you.
Wow. Thank you, Adrian. You definitely painted a beautiful picture in my head. Thank you so much. Wow. Okay. Up next. Just so much fire and juice in these open mics. I hope everyone watching is feeling it. So up next, we have Jesus Hernandez, and he is going to be singing the song Guantanamera. And the song Guantanamera is a Cuban folk song. It is based on the poem Cultivo una Rosa Blanca by the poet and hero of the Cuban Revolution, Jose Marti. It is a song of revolution as well as a song of peace. Marti wrote, "Life on earth is a hand-to-hand mortal combat between the law of love and the law of hate. Now here is Jesus Hernandez with Guantanamera.
Hey, Guantanamera, Guajira, Guantanamera, Guantanamera, Guajira, Guantanamera. Con los pobres de la tierra quiero yo mi suerte echar. Con los pobres de la tierra quiero yo mi suerte echar. El arroyo de mi tierra me complace más que el mar. Hey, yeah, yeah. Guantanamera, Guajira, Guantanamera, Guantanamera, Guajira, Guantanamera. If you know it, sing along. Guantanamera, Guajira, Guantanamera, Guantanamera, Guajira, Guantanamera. Venga, cultivo una rosa blanca en julio como en enero. Cultivo una rosa blanca en junio como en enero. Para el amigo sincero que me da su mano franca. Guantanamera, Guajira, Guantanamera, Guantanamera, Guajira, Guantanamera. Guantanamera, Guajira, Guantanamera, Guantanamera, yeah! Now I'm going to say some of the words that are in Guantanamera in English. Yeah! I cultivate a white rose in June and in January for my true friend who lends me his hand. With the poor people of this earth, I cast my lot. I throw my faith for the brook of the mountain pleases me more than the sea. Hey, Guantanamera, Guajira, Guantanamera, yeah, Guantanamera, Guajira, Guantanamera, Guantanamera, Guajira, Guantanamera, yeah, Guantanamera. I love this song. I learned it when I was a kid. I never forgot the song. And I first heard it by Jose Feliciano, who's a great artist. And I never forgotten the song. And everyone is doing really good. And thank you so much. Adios. Guantanamera.
Yes, I was jamming over here.
I think yes. Good.
That song is just awesome. It's like a dancing song. Just grab a partner, you know, the turns, the flips, all that, right?
That's right.
But thank you so much, Jesus, for that wonderful song. But next, you know, just to end the night, I know I'm sad because we're ending, you know, but just to end the night, I will be calling for Professor Tino Garcia, aka TD3, and he will be bringing you poetry or a rap song. So I hope you guys enjoy it.
Hi, everyone. It's great to be here. I'm loving all the energy and beauty that you all are bringing. I'm loving some of the Latin American flavor that we just heard. I'm going to try to tap into that a little bit. But I gotta preface this a little bit. I'm gonna share my screen with you. Can you guys see that image?
Yes.
So this is called The Great White Fleet, and that's going to be the name of this song. So for a lot of the 20th century, there was a company called the United Fruit Company. And if you look on the map, you can see that it went throughout Central America and South America to a number of different countries. And you can see it's kind of like a luxury scene here. Well, they had close relationships with the US government. And so this song is about that relationship. And it came about because during our undocumented student week of action, we had an undocumented student come and be part of a panel discussion. And she told her story about immigrating from Guatemala. And so it got me interested in the history of Guatemala. And so the United Fruit Company has an interesting kind of dark history that I speak to in this song. Like with some other countries, basically one of their democratically elected leaders, Jacobo Arbenz Guzman, was deposed in a CIA coup. So kind of before and after him, you had US friendly dictators in that country. And part of it was because of this United Fruit Company. So after that, there was a lot of civil war and uncertainty, unrest in Guatemala. And that's one of the reasons why you have a lot of immigrants coming from some of these countries like Honduras and Guatemala. And, you know, so one of the main things that they did, the United Fruit Company, was they sold bananas, but they also kind of did some other things. So that's what I'm going to speak about. So there's a little bit of history that you'll see. And I just wanted to give you a little bit of context for that. And then one last thing, it says down here, it's hard to see, but it says, "Write for our new book." So I kind of took this, and I'm basing things on historical facts, but I'm going to kind of give a narrative and kind of fabulize some of the events through these two characters. One is Don Blanco and the other one is Sancho, okay? So you'll kind of hear two characters speak here. And I'm gonna put the lyrics up on the screen so you can follow along, because I think it'll help you understand. So just give me 1 second here. So this is a dispatch from the United States Fruit Company. This beat is called Slumlord. It's a Creative Commons beat by Lotok Blanco. To all our leaders and rebels south of the border, let's keep our hemisphere in working order. So you can call me Don, the Blanco Bronco, kicking back on black and brown backs till the crops snow. From Ecuador to Santo Domingo, we make chiquitas grow till they gleam gold like Teddy Roosevelt and crew. We run the Monroe Doctrine Part 2, and we about to rough ride, rebound, turn the tide to the south. Dollar diplomacy, empire redeeming the lost cause with these new Latin kings, son. Backed by 10-gallon hats, Great White Fleet, Texas-sized chaps, banana boat heat. It's a cold war, so we throw down gold-coated bars, install invisible border walls, shields from those cold Marxist squalls. We play dominoes with hard rulers, measuring and leveraging a large future with this great white fleet. Tip of the spear. See, we oversee this whole hemisphere here. So socialist leaders yield like good neighbors, or face roundups planted in your wage labor, or face new leaders to replace your dictators. The U.S. Fruit Co. we kingmakers. No dirty campesinos about to unionize here, cause the state and CIA supervise here. It's a win-win for all the bosses. Voila, look at the fruits of our laborers in Guatemala. Now I'll let my head honcho Sancho explain how we took the rancho with 10-gallon hats, great white fleet, Texas-sized chaps, banana boat bling. Yup, 10-gallon hats, great white fleet, Texas-sized gats, banana boat heat. En este rincón, los yanquis son patrones, andamos juntos y somos bien cabrones. Blanco keeps you well fed, we do the danzón, so my friends call me Rico Sancho Panzón. Sí señor, ubicamos a ubicó de repente en el palacio del expresidente. So los jefes could work over la gente, cause we had plátanos and plantations de dinero. Hasta el filósofo se metió en lo ajeno, and his pupil nationalized a private estate. So we swooped in and drilled their thick blades, painted them red, sickled and shoveled them, overthrew our bents, then re-upped the government, installed Operation Success in Los Castillos, then took a ton of C-notes and showered Los Caudillos. Let the school of the America teach those spit commies that they couldn't freeload with 10-gallon hats, great white fleet, Texas-sized chaps, banana boat bling. Yup. 10-gallon hats, great white fleet, Texas-sized gats, banana bow heat. Thank you, Sancho, for making so clear that we write the checks in this here hemisphere. And textbooks keep the ledgers clear, keep dirty secrets buried in our backyard, disappeared by our official vanguards, and it don't stop, can't stop, won't stop. Went bananas, Republics got mad prosperous. We keep them underfoot like a goddamn colossus. U.S. Fruit Co., that's us. What? Thank you for listening.
What? I don't know. I don't know.
Thank you. My goodness. Again, just thank you, Professor Garcia, for your wonderful words and your blades of English that cut into history and show us what's really hidden beneath all these layers upon layers of history written, right? And what we think it is. Oh, wow. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And now I have the privilege and honor to close this space. And so I want to take this time to give the needed recognition to all the performers tonight that put their heart and art out in the air with us, and being the rock pushers of the movement, the fuel of our artistic revolution. I would like to raise my glass as the humble president of the UASC to the following beings in acknowledgement. To all the perseverant students at AVC and around the world that pushed through this difficult online semester. To all of our educators that taught with love, patience, understanding, and worked through this pandemic with wisdom. To all our community unifiers, caregivers, healthcare and farm workers, I raise my glass to you all in appreciation and love. Always remember that every day we wake up and open our eyes, we have the power of changing the world. Cheers and namaste to you all. I would also like to take a moment to pay respects to all of our human family members that have lost someone through this pandemic. To all of the people around the world who are in a state of pain and confusion. To all the people who are suffering and alone. Let's take a moment of silence and pause momentarily with our full intention of healing and love, sending energy of light and strength through this YouTube recording. Let's breathe in all the pain in the world right now together. As love and peace regenerators, and exhale hope and healing. So let's exhale hope and healing. And lastly, I want to wish you all, our human family, happy holidays and the safe and lovely season of family joy. Remember to be happy that you're alive. Show your appreciation of every breath and live truly. Again, we are the UASC, a club at Antelope Valley College. You can email me at bhernandez51@avc.edu or find us on Facebook or Instagram. Also, I hope that we dropped a link on the YouTube live chat with a Google form, with a link to a Google form if you're interested in joining our club, if you're watching out there and if you're feeling this ring in your soul, you know, making your soul burn up, hit us up, fill out that sign-up sheet. And hopefully you'll be joining us and making our family even more beautiful. And now, without further ado, since we had no dancing in our lineup today, we will leave you all with a dance. And so remember to celebrate your existence, party for life, and be real. And now, DJ Adrian and UASC, hit that thing. Come on, let's celebrate. We ready. We're ready. Stretch out for this, y'all. We about to get dancing up in here. It's a dance party now. Come on. We're waiting for the music. Oh, I think our DJ is frozen. Jeez. Hey, you know what? It happens in this virtual world. Let's see if we could get this song going. I think he got out and he's getting back on. Or got it. So I'm okay. Celebration time. Come on. Dance, 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 dance. Celebration time. Come on.